There are many legends of the infamous Ozarks forest of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. We headed to Arkansas to return a cart to my friend and comrade, Taylor, and I had cared for our horses at his little farm for 4 years in Colorado. Then he moved to Arkansas. He had found his Meadowlark horse cart, in which I purchased. I kept the cart while he moved and then planned to visit him before this upcoming winter. We drove 15 hours and Taylor readied our upcoming accommodations within the Ozark forest on a rugged rural mountain near his own property outside Elkins, Arkansas. A prehistoric settlement was found near Elkins, 900 to 1400 AD, linking regional native populations, including a possible central plaza known as the Elkins Mounds Complex. Arkansas was a Confederate state, but voted to remain in the Union. Fort Sumter was captured in April of 1861, where President Abraham Lincoln installed troops to put down the rebellion, and Arkansas seceded. During the war, Arkansas played a major role in controlling the Mississippi River. Major General Patrick Claiborne was the state's most notable leader. Numerous skirmishes and several major Civil War battles were fought in Arkansas. The state capital of Little Rock was captured in 1863. By the end of the war, the draft, martial law, and high taxes diminished enthusiasm for the Confederate cause, and Arkansas was readily admitted into the Union in 1868. We headed to Elkins, a small town just out of Fayetteville. In April 18, 1863, a Civil War battle was raged in Fayetteville. Confederate Brigadier General W.L. Cabell tried to retake Fayetteville, occupied by the U.S. Army, with Federal Colonel Harrison deployed 3 companies of the 1st Arkansas Infantry to counter the threat. Harrison ordered an advance along with Confederate Colonel Monroe up Dixon Street. Crossfire was heavy, and they all withdrew, ending in a draw. We reached Fayetteville, and Taylor met us to lead us up the mountain. Darn it, we didn't film his backwards motorcade a quarter way up the mountain. But we were in awe of the rugged roads, darkness, and starry night. Federal troops held control of the town, but later withdrew back to Missouri, returning later in September of 1863. We stayed just out of Elkins, with the entrance into the Pig Trail, leading into the deep Ozarks National Forest. With many trails, a 1-lane bridge on Mount Olive Road, filmed in 1982 for the film The Blue and the Gray. Of course, the railroad helped bring in settlement into the dense forested town, sparsely populated until 1889, with the railroad line built and running to Little Rock. I just kept going. One of the famous citizens, being James Cortez Hoover, serving in World War I and African American born, when Elkins was known as Harris. Born July 4th, 1896, a tall, strong, gentle, thoughtful man, working 16-hour days, 7 days a week, with keen intellect and problem solving. After his Army service, he was hired as a porter at Fayetteville Hospital, where a wing was named in his honor. It was said he could tell if a bone was broken without x-ray, and before the hospital had an elevator installed, he helped carry patients up the stairs to wards. He took care of his rather large family and worked at the hospital for over 30 years. He passed away in 1958, December 11th, at age 58. Many people go missing, never to be seen again within the vast Ozark forest. As of June 2022, 89 people have gone missing. Soon we'll be passing a road that goes off into the Ozark National Forest, where many people go in but never come out. There are many legends that come from this deep physiographic region of the Boston Mountains, where we shall be visiting. We awoke the next day and drove to Taylor's barn he works at to bring him his horse cart. Soon we were driving like the old days, ecstatic to see one another and excited for the week ahead. Not too far up north in the St. Francois Mountains in Missouri is home of the Mothman in the Mark Twain Forest. But more on that story later. Yet within this deep dark forest is the Ozark Howler, sighting since the early 1800s, more of a large cat-type creature. Also along the lines of Sasquatch, the legend of Boggy Creek, where the movie stems from. The Swamp Stalker, also known as the Wild Man of the Woods. 20 sightings, not hoaxes, have been reported in this area since 1998. One famous sighting is from the actor Rob Lowe near the Arkansas-Oklahoma state line. The locals call the Wood Ape while filming his series The Lowe Files in 2017. Included in the dangerous idea of hiking the Ozarks are huge wild pigs let loose by farmers to forage and mate with the bigger wild boar, black bear, and mountain lions. Not a forest to tread lightly. Not to mention the skinwalker sightings, a personalized sighting by my friend in Eureka Springs, where now he is a believer, having purchased his property near the Pig Trail, up a rural mountain outside of Elkins. Just like anywhere, a place of paranormal and supernatural aspect. To be elaborated later in my Secrets of the Ozarks series. Upon hearing all the insects of this region causing the forest to sound like a jungle, we brought our oils along to ward away the mosquitoes, chiggers, ticks, fleas, crickets, spiders, ants, and other such creepy problems. The loud chirp of the katydid, Katy didn't, Katy did, Katy didn't. The snap, crackles, and pops of the cicada. Bullfrogs, nighthawks, mockingbirds, and owls. Then there are the venomous cottonmouth, copperhead, rattlesnakes, which can reach large proportions. Stay tuned for more adventures, stories, and escapades in our journey to Arkansas. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if you've had your own adventures in the Ozarks. What did you see or hear? Please like and subscribe to help me on my adventures and stories to bring to you, being someone just out of the ordinary. Following my series, Secrets of the Ozarks. We entered upon the beautiful stable grounds, and finally Taylor's beloved cart was hoisted to the ground. Oh, she lost another bowl, Taylor. Giddy up, go. Yeah. We were eager to drive Lancelot, Taylor's strong, kind Frisian, and we drove together for the first time in almost 3 years. I was thrilled to drive with Taylor and Lance is such a good boy.